Right, the Kings back at it tonight in the land of the Valley Sun. Why do they call it the land of the Valley Sun? I've always wondered that. Maybe a simple Google search would give me the answer to that. But anyways, Kings, Suns, getting ready to tip off from Phoenix here in about 30 minutes. We've got coverage for you all night here on If You Don't Like That. I'm Ryan in Sacktown. Happy to have you here. We'll tell you what's going on, who's in, who's out. Keegan Murray, remember, missed the second half, Kings' last game. Got an update on him. Let you know who's in for Phoenix, who's out for them. And can the Kings bounce back tonight, get a much-needed big win? And how big is this win to all of you, the fan base, the loyalists, Kings fan? Get in here. Let me get your comments and reaction. But appreciate you being here right off the top. This is the pregame show on If You Don't Like That.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sacramento miscue. Carter. Stolen by Williams. And look at this. Oh, you don't like that. You don't like NBA basketball. Fox. Goodbye. Oh, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. The exclamation point from De'Aaron Fox. Oh, if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Boy, that's an ESPN highlight right there. Whoa. Carlson comes in. How about this? Holy moly, Jim Bob Foley. That is a major league smush.
What is up, and welcome into the pregame show again here on If You Don't Like That. I'm Ryan in Sacktown. Let's just get right to it. Let's look at the numbers between the Kings and the Suns tonight. Again, this is going to be a huge one for the Kings. Kings underdogs 4.5 points to the Phoenix Suns. This is the first time the Kings are going to see the trio of Beal, Durant, and everybody else there in Phoenix. Devin Booker. After that, the Suns kind of fall off a little bit. Let's be honest about it. But those three, can they get it together? Yusuf Nurkic, I failed to mention him. He gives the Kings problems from time to time. But the Kings rolling into Phoenix with Keegan Murray. He is available for the game. I don't have the starting lineups yet in front of me. As soon as we do, we will let you know, but Keegan is going to be available for the game. Look, we even have breaking news before The Athletic has it right here on If You Don't Like That. Bol out for Phoenix. Also, Lee out for Phoenix. That's how they match up tonight in Phoenix. It's a Western Conference game, Pacific Division matchup. This is a big one for the Kings. Kings have to figure out a way to get this one tonight. So, let's get to some comments right off the bat. Sports Freak, he always brings it. Thanks for calling in, by the way, guys. And you guys we're going to open it up later tonight. And by the way, again, Jerry Reynolds here at halftime might have some surprises for the post-game show. But one thing I can tell you, we will definitely open it up on the post-game show to all of you. So, Sports Freak, I know you came in last game, but exposed the effects of our poor free throw shooting. We've been talking about it all season. Many blowouts both ways, I think, caused the issue to be on the back burner. We must get this one figured out against Sun Squad. Yeah, here's the thing. We talk about the free throws. It doesn't matter if you're winning by 20 or you're losing by 20 every single night. Free throws have to be good. So I don't think it's something we've ignored as a fan base, but it's something the Kings need to improve at. 73% going into the game against Phoenix. They shoot, I believe, just about 75% or a tad over that for the game. And the Kings free throws changed for the season, I believe, to 73.8% off the top of my head. So you can't win a championship with those kind of numbers. I think Connor 209 said that the Detroit Pistons back in the day, the 2007, 2000, those years for Detroit, Ben Wallace, their team shot in the 70s, and that was a championship team, only team to do it. So has to be better. Yo, what's up, David? Yo. What's up? Here in Colorado Springs visiting my son. Cool, BJ. Here in Colorado. You know, I've been to Colorado Springs for basketball. Enjoy. I'm sure it's nice and cold there. Mark, what's up, man? Hope you're feeling better. I think you said you were in the hospital, man. But hope you're doing well. Yeah, I want to see a win tonight too. Kings come into this one 21 or 23-16 and struggling a little bit. The one thing I would say is through these struggles, I think that the Kings have found something that they need to consistently go to, and that is the paint. That's Domantas Sabonis. That's putting Keegan Murray maybe in some of those positions that Domas is in with the DHOs, the dribble handoffs. Keegan is showing the ability to distribute. He's showing the ability to play one-on-one. So with him, again, Keegan Murray in the lineup tonight against the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix got a full roster going in terms of their stars, Beal, Booker, and Durant, all three going tonight. The bench, not real deep. Chimezie Metu, he's played a role. I mean, if you want to talk about what Phoenix did, and they are coming off of a victory against the Blazers, Phoenix playing a little bit better this time of the year, which is a surprise. But the last game they had Durant 21, 20 for Allen, Grayson Allen, trying to come on, trying to be that third wheel. 34 for Devin Booker. Yusuf Nurkic, he contributed 14, 23 from Bradley Beal. All five starters were in double digits against Portland. And I know you're going to say, Ryan, it's Portland. We're the Kings. The Kings they got 23 wins. Yes, I understand that, but you can't tell me the Kings defense is much better than Portland's. It's about on par. So same could happen. I mean, but the Suns, again, you go to their bench though. So I mentioned all five starters, double digits. You go to the bench, next high score, 8 points, 4 points, 3 points. They only got 15, count them, 15 points from their bench in the win. The Suns, 15 points in the win against Portland the other night, a 10-29 Portland team. So there's a clear advantage for the Kings. Bench. Mike Brown playing. He's been tight with the bench, and then at times he's played 12 guys off the bench. So what's it going to be tonight in Phoenix? That's right. You can't miss if you don't like that. I appreciate that. People agreeing with Mark. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I wasn't subscribed. So that's Spencer, I am so glad that you brought that up. Thank you, by the way. Everybody, if you have a few minutes, double check that, because the same thing happened to me. I was not subscribed. So if you have a moment, or maybe before halftime, check that out. Make sure you're subscribed here too. If you don't like that, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it very, very much. But weird indeed. That is a great point, Spencer. Thank you so much for bringing that up. And Michael Guerrero, I still need your contact info, dude. And Carf, I'll get to you in 1 second. That was the next thing we're going to get to. Mike Brown, $50,000 fine. So let's get your take on that. Remember Toronto's coach? His tirade? That got him $25,000. So Mike Brown, in his post-game press conference after last game's loss, in which he was ejected from in the fourth quarter, brought a laptop up to the podium with him and explained the discrepancies with the foul calls, specifically around De'Aaron Fox. Did Mike do anything? He pointed out what he felt was the obvious. It felt like an explanation. Was it a little bit over the top? Maybe. But you're saying, well, he got $50K. Here's what you got to remember. The other $25K Mike Brown trucked onto the floor last game after the referee. Covington darn near tripped over Mike Brown. So he gets 25 additional thousand for aggressively pursuing a game official. So yeah, $50K fine. He has the money to pay it. Get it. 50K well spent. Maybe. The Kings were 3-0 in games where he was ejected, but doesn't get it done. Is what it is. 50K to Mike Brown. John Finch. John, what's up, man? Sorry, I didn't mean to do you bad last time on the pregame show, John. My bad about those Cowboys, but I just had to. I hope you understand. Make free throws. Yes, indeed. Carf, what's up? Sorry, guys. Comments coming in hot and fast. Let's see. I want to say this is not a must-win, but it's a must-win. No, it's not a must-win. But it is one that could get away quickly. And if it does get away from the Kings, the stretch that they have coming up at home is going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult to get back on track with that. Not impossible, but difficult. And give this team credit. They galvanize when they get a couple losses. So we'll see what happens. But again, getting the ball to the middle, points in the paint, mid-range game. Keegan Murray, who is playing tonight. Keegan Murray available for the Kings. Big, bright spot. So really happy about that. Think all of our Kings games are must win. It's a heart attack when we lose because many losses are bad losses. They have been this year. Good point. But again, it is what it is. I mean, they have to be better. We know that. You look at their net average. It's fool's gold, this record, as Grant says. But that's all right. Look. The Kings, still early in this season. I know we're a third of the way through, but they're 23-16. It'll be interesting to see. Now, here's another thing that I thought was really positive that came out of the loss in Milwaukee. Alex Len. Nobody said his name tonight. I'm going to bring it up. Alex Len was excellent for the Kings off the bench. Could he be a missing link? Could he be a puzzle piece with the Kings finding that magic rotation that they're looking for, or at least that comfortable rotation that you know is going to be coming every night? Could he be a puzzle piece that helps complete that? Because his length, and surprisingly, I can't be the only one, his athleticism. How about Alex Len's athleticism that he's showing off? For a big man, athleticism, many have not given him credit for. Tell you what, let's see what he can do for this Kings defense against a Kevin Durant. Can he guard somebody longer on the perimeter? Can he get extra minutes? I think that's going to be a huge thing going forward. I could be completely wrong. Guerrero, I think, disagrees with me here. He's saying, what'd you say, Guerrero? I just saw something about Len. Let's see him do it against Embiid. Fair. Let's see him do it against Embiid. No doubt. But I think that, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait. So you see, you guys are just moving so fast. Anyways, Guerrero, so let's see if he can do it against Joel Embiid. Alex Len can do that against Joel Embiid, baby. Yeah, there you go. Trying to get to that. Anyways, Kings pregame show here on If You Don't Like That. Appreciate you being here, Ryan in Sacktown. We will be here at halftime. Jerry Reynolds. So get your questions ready. Heck, I might even do something different at halftime and bring some of you up with Jerry. So be ready to go. If you maybe want to come on, ask Jerry a question. You don't have to be on video. If you don't want to, audio is just fine, but maybe I'll put that link out. So stay tuned to here and my Twitter page, but he'll be here at halftime, Kings and Suns. So looking forward to that. We've got coverage all night for you. ESPN's matchup predictor giving the Kings only a 38.3% chance of winning tonight. They are giving the 21-18 Suns the 61.7% chance of winning. here's the reality of what a loss does for you tonight if you're Sacramento. I know some of you are saying it's a must win. Carf, you brought that up. I've seen that in a few other places in the chat. Here's the deal. Kings lose tonight. They're in the 8th seed. 8th seed. Play-in territory. And I get the Western Conference standings are fluid. They're ever-changing this year. But 8th seed at 23-16. So maybe there's some credence to it. I'm not ready to go there yet. But look, it's a team the Kings have owned. Knock on wood, have owned Phoenix as of late. They handled them earlier this season. But again, they see a full complement. They get all 3 of Phoenix's big 3 tonight, with Phoenix playing better basketball. Phoenix favored actually at home, 4.5 points. So we'll be here the rest of the night. We're going to wrap up the pregame show because we've got so much other coverage planned for you tonight. But Jerry Reynolds back here at halftime. Did you miss the injury report? Yeah, Keegan Murray's in, dude. Keegan Murray is in. So the Kings are pretty much at 100%. Yeah. So, I mean, as 100% as they can be at this point in the season. Just because you're on the floor doesn't mean you're healthy per se. But again, guys, I love the conversation. You guys got some good stuff going about Herter, about Harrison Barnes. You guys are talking a little bit about Metu. Yeah, no, Metu usually been getting a lot of minutes, especially the last couple months. See if he's a factor tonight. You know what was funny, Mars World? Metu, well, it wasn't funny if you're a Kings fan. Metu had, I want to say, like 8 or 12 points in the first half against the Kings last game. So he does get some significant minutes for Phoenix. But Phoenix, again, not very deep. I want to reinforce they only had, I believe, 15 points off their bench last game, and that was in a win against the Timberwolves. So Bradley Beal, yes, he is playing tonight. All right, Kings Suns getting ready to tip off here in about 15 minutes. So get your popcorn ready. Go get your dinner. Oh, and by the way, dinner, if you haven't had dinner yet, how rude of me. Go check out Bennett. Check the Kings game out there. You can watch us on your mobile devices at halftime, but 3 locations, newest one in Rockland in the Blue Oaks Town Center. That's Bennett's West Side Grill. I was talking with Brian Bennett, the owner, just the other day, and he's like, Ryan, you got to tell everybody about the brunch. Check this out. $44, bubbles and brunch on the weekends. Get you a bottle of cava or cava, however you'd like to say it. And some juice. You get to choose your juice, and 2 entrees too. $44. Good luck matching that. And the patios at some of Bennett's locations. What a beautiful place to have brunch. So go check out Bennett's. Go to Bennett'sRestaurants.com for more information. 3 locations all together. Other one in Roseville and the other off of Howe in Fair Oaks. Bennett's West Side Grill newest location in the Blue Oaks Town Center in Rockland. All right, y'all. I am going to, now that we've had that little talk about dinner, that didn't get you hungry enough, I'm going to send you off. Come back at halftime. We will talk the first half with Jerry Reynolds, and hopefully we are talking about a Kings first half with a quick start. The Kings first half with a good finish to the second quarter. Hopefully good things to talk about, but bring your questions. Going to try to get you in at halftime. All right. We will see you back here at the half with Jerry Reynolds. Thank you so much for joining me here on the pregame show.